In this next section, we're going to be covering how to properly track your orders within Lightspeed. Within the point of sale system, we have the ability to send out orders to our vendors, as well as track any ongoing orders and receive the quantities into stock using Lightspeed's purchase order tool. Within the inventory tab, we have the ability to both create and view existing orders within the system under the purchase order section, or create a brand new order to the right-hand side. For this demonstration, let's go ahead and click on New Order and see exactly how we could manage our orders within Lightspeed and then add them into inventory. Within this particular area, you'll be able to get in the details associated with your order. This can include the vendor, as well as any additional information like reference numbers, ordered and expected date, or additional notes. Once you've taken the time to fill this in, you'll be able to save changes on the top left-hand side, and then move on to the next stage. Once the purchase order has begun, you'll be able to add your items as well as additional costs or fees associated with the order. On the right-hand side, you'll be able to add additional fees, such as shipping charges, miscellaneous charges, and discounts in association with your purchase order. If you have established reorder points and desired inventory levels, you'll be able to use the reorder point section on the bottom right-hand side in order to auto-add items from the selected vendor onto your purchase order. This is going to be handy for those of you that are reoccurringly ordering the same items within the Lightspeed system. On the left-hand side, we'll have the ability to search through our inventory and add existing items onto the order. To add items, we can either scan them or search for them by name in order to update and add them onto the order. Once on the order, you'll be able to see the item at the very bottom and update its details. You can make changes to the retail selling price, the quantity on the order, as well as the cost per unit for this particular item. You could continue to stack on and add additional items onto this order by using the Add Item section. Now, should your item not exist within the system, you can click Add Item without searching for anything, and then navigate to the top right-hand side of your screen and then add a brand new item onto this order. You can also use this section to navigate multiple items within the system and then add them onto the order. By using a keyword, we can narrow down the scope of what we're looking for, and then I can select which items I would want to add onto this particular order, and then click Add Selected on the bottom left-hand side. Once on the order, you could verify all the details in association with this particular order and then move forward. Now, if this is an order that is yet to be placed, you have the ability to click the Email tab on the top left-hand side and then email a copy of this order directly to your vendor. In adding your vendor's email within here, you'll be able to send a detailed copy of this order directly to your vendors, and then your order will already be in the Lightspeed system when it physically arrives in store. If this is an order that you have already placed with your vendors externally from the Lightspeed system, you can still use the purchase order tool to track any ongoing orders that have been sent out that you are waiting to receive. To do this, update the status to Ordered, and then save the changes on the top left-hand side. Once your order physically arrives, you'll be able to use the Check-In button to start receiving this inventory and updating it in bulk into the Lightspeed system. Click on Check-In, and once this is done, you'll be able to see a new page where you can start receiving your items. This could be done by either scanning the items individually into the item search, by manually typing in how many you've received of a particular item, you could type in the full amount or even receive a partial amount of the order if it's coming in two separate shipments. If everything has physically arrived, you could just go and click Receive All Items on the right hand side to update the entirety of the order and mark it as received. Once we have marked the items as received, we still have to add them into inventory. To do this, we would just click the yellow button to the right hand side and add the received items into our inventory. This will do a sweep of all items on this order and update their quantities on hand within the retail system. Once finished, you can print labels for the order at the very top. You could print a copy of this order for your records, or you could simply mark it as being finished and move on to the next order. To keep track of your purchase orders that are ongoing within the system and their current status, you can use the Purchase Orders tab over here, and this is going to have a list of all the different orders that you have in progress with an updated status, as well as basic details in regards to what you have ordered and what you have received. In summary, whenever you're managing inventory that's incoming into the Lightspeed system, regardless of if you're ordering it directly through Lightspeed or if you're doing the order externally from Lightspeed and then entering the details into the system, it is best to use the Purchase Orders tool and create brand new orders within Lightspeed to efficiently track and receive the inventory into stock.